Are you thinking of going on a family trip with your kids, but have no idea what to do in terms of packing? Well, you're not alone. Many parents like you have found themselves at this juncture the first time they traveled with their kids. In this video, we will be sharing with you the best tips you can use to make your packing and travel process easier and more convenient. We've also got a video on tips for smooth flights with kids, which you can find in the description box below. So if you enjoy videos like these, subscribe and ring that notification bell to get more tips for traveling with kids. Traveling with kids can be an amazing experience for the entire family, but can also be particularly draining if you don't take the right steps and prepare adequately. What you choose to bring and how you choose to pack it can make the difference between a great trip and a disaster waiting to happen. On that note, here are our top tips for smart and efficient packing that'll not only save you time and space, but might also save you some extra cash. The first thing you want to do when preparing to pack is to write a packing list of all the items you'll be taking with you. You want to ensure that you don't miss or forget any essentials, so you need a list that you can check items off as you pack and cross-check when you're done. Doing this gives you a clear picture of what to pack and how to pack it, and also helps you avoid overpacking. When traveling with kids, less is more. One of the biggest determining factors for a successful trip is the amount of luggage you have to hurl around with you. Most parents feel the need to stock up on items to ensure they always have solutions for any and every situation. But doing that comes at a huge disadvantage, because then you'll be forced to carry around a lot of unnecessary load, which is something you want to avoid while on a trip with your kids. Going with less luggage means that you'll have your wits about you. Instead of worrying about how you'll transport 5 hefty bags through the terminal while simultaneously keeping your screaming kids in check, you'll have better control of the trip if you have less to worry about. Some tips to consider when trying to keep your bags light. Only pack what you need. No fluff. Get a week's worth of clothes for everyone, plus 2 extra. You have to plan to wash, reuse, and recycle. Pack undies for every day of the week. Only 2 pairs of PJs, a hooded sweatshirt for everyone in case the weather gets chilly, and no more than 2 pairs of shoes per person, and then special outfits like swimwear, skiing, or hiking gear. Also, keep toiletries to a minimum because they tend to take up the bulk of the luggage space. When it comes to bag options, there are multiple factors to consider, like family size, age of kids, and length of the vacation. But regardless of these factors, it is important to choose an option that keeps the amount of luggage and load to a minimum. You can opt to use one large bag for everyone, which is a better option if your kids are still little, or you can opt for the option where everyone is only allowed a carry-on and a backpack, which is perfect for when the kids are old enough to carry their own weight. Doing either of the two makes the whole trip easier, especially if everyone only has their own carry-on. You can skip checking in your luggage. It's also quite convenient in situations where you're traveling through multiple flights. On a trip with kids, the only thing that can guarantee your sanity is order. So stay organized with smart packing kits, like packing cubes, envelopes, cable organizers, hanging toiletry bags, TSA-approved travel bottles, and lots more. You can also use luggage with specific colored handles for easy identification. Packing cubes are particularly great because you can use them to categorize everything from daywear to outing wear, pajamas, and underwear. When packing, keep the clothes neat by either folding or rolling them. This will also prevent creasing and save space. Another tip is to pair outfits together. That way, there's an outfit for each day. You won't need to scatter or rearrange anything, and everything is kept perfectly organized. Having the kids pack their own luggage or having them help in the packing process can be a great tool for getting them excited about the trip. It can also be an ideal opportunity to teach them decision-making skills and organizational skills. It can also help reduce your workload, so all you'll have to do is supervise them and cross-check their luggage when they're done. This way, they'll also learn to prioritize, seeing as they'd have only a carry-on and a backpack per person. When trying to save space, another thing you can do is invest in double-duty items that serve more than one purpose. For example, a car seat that converts into a stroller, luggage that transforms into a night pod, or a baby carrier that doubles as a backpack. This way you carry less, but have more function. Here's a secret that not many people are aware of. Did you know that you have the option of renting most of the big equipment like a car seat, stroller, high chair, cribs, playpens, etc. from a kid rental store at your destination? With this option, you don't need to bother transporting all this extra stuff over the borders or across states when you can just rent it. Just do your research and ensure that your destination has rental stores before you do this. Here are some extra tips you can use while packing. Use shoe bags to protect clothing. Bag bungees tether bags together and make transporting them easier. Take an extra bag like a self-folding travel-sized duffel bag for emergencies and to serve as a laundry bag during the trip. Use travel-sized items and tape to prevent liquids from spilling. Don't forget medications and first aid. You can store them in Ziplocs or medicine organizers. Avoid white and light-colored clothes that'll show stains. If you have infants, get enough diapers and baby food. You can always buy more later, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And finally, our last tip for the day is to relax. Take things easy and don't stress too much about it. You've made your list. You've double-checked everything. Chances are you might forget something, but there's always a store you can visit to purchase it. Sit back, sip some beverages, and enjoy the process. Unfortunately, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, smash that like, share it with your friends that may need it, and subscribe for more weekly content. What other packing tips do you use? Are there any other things you're curious about? How helpful was this video to you? Let us know in the comment section, and we'll see you on the next video.